So welcome everybody, and thanks for attending today's webinar, How to Embrace E-Ticketing to Streamline Field Service Operations. My name is Grace Devine, and I'll be moderating for today's presentation. We're going to go ahead and get started in just a second. First, I'd like to say we're very excited to have Jason Moore with us as a presenter today. Jason is the Field Service Solutions Sales Manager at AssetWorks and has worked with fleet asset tracking technology for many years. Before I pass things over to Jason, I just want to give everybody a quick heads up. The microphones have been muted, so if any of you have any questions at any time during the presentation, you can use the WebEx chat tool. You should all see the chat icon located on your screen, and this acts as an instant messaging tool. Please feel free to use the WebEx chat tool to enter any questions during the presentation. Make sure you send them to host, and I'll be happy to field and relay them to Jason at the conclusion of the presentation for a brief Q&A session. So with that said, I think we're ready to get started here, Jason. I can see your screen and you are good to start.
Thank you for the introduction, Grace. Good morning to everyone on the call, and to those who are here from last week, thank you for coming back. Today's webinar is all about electronic field ticketing and the impact implementing electronic tickets in your process has on all aspects of your business, from drivers and dispatchers to administrative staff and your key accounts. Many of you on the call today already have some type of system in place to get work to and from the field, and it typically involves some type of paper ticket and cell phones. But what is the difference between a traditional paper ticket and an electronic ticket? Will you need to change your entire process? The simple answer is no. You're changing how information flows from the phone ringing for a job to getting paid for the work done. That's all. Let's take a closer look at a traditional paper ticket compared to an electronic ticket. What is the cost of a ticket book? Most people order in bulk to reduce and save on the per book cost. But what if you need to change a field on the ticket? For example, ABC Trucking merges with 123 Oilfield Hauling, and now you have to create new ticket books for both companies. There are no refunds on printed ticket books. With an electronic ticket, changes can be made over the air within a much quicker turnaround time on these changes. With an electronic ticket that has been changed, getting it to the fleet that's out in the field working is done with a computer mouse. No shipping is required. If we were all in the same room, I would ask for a show of hands to see how many of you get paper tickets back from the field with errors and/or omissions. How many tickets with illegible details are submitted? How many come back with mud or some type of sauce on the ticket? What is the cost of a lost or misplaced ticket? How would you even know if it was lost? With an electronic ticket, you are in control. What I mean is, you determine the information on the ticket. Who completes the details of each field on this ticket? Is it the dispatcher, maybe the operator, or maybe the client, or a combination of all three? You simply have much more control over the process with an AssetWorks electronic ticketing solution in place. The full cycle of a paper ticket can be a long process, depending on where work is being done and where head office is located. Think of the time and labor it takes to get your current ticket out the door and back again so an invoice can be generated and sent for payment. What does this cost? A lot of these soft costs people aren't aware of. Electronic tickets are sent in real time or even ahead of time. What does this mean for you? Well, the invoice can be created and sent as soon as the work in the field is done. Your billing cycle being reduced is an instant benefit of using electronic tickets. By now, we can all see the traditional paper ticket process is labor intensive. But the work doesn't stop once the ticket comes back from the field to the office for processing. More labor is needed to sort and confirm details, and that it is good to be invoiced. More time and money spent on this project. Electronic tickets can be sorted by truck, by driver, client, by project, by date, purchase order. You get the point. An electronic ticket solution eliminates a significant amount of time on administrative work and data entry. Having the ability to enter a detail once and have it flow through to the end of the project does have value. Some clients take it to the next level and integrate directly with the producer software used for dispatching, like CNRL's oplinks. What makes electronic ticketing so much better than paper-based systems? It should be obvious now that having an electronic ticket dispatched to the field will streamline your process and eliminate a lot of manual data entry. For me, the real-time access is a game changer. You can catch issues as they happen and reduce billing cycles by getting the invoice out to the client as soon as the work is done. And good news, the supporting documentation for your invoice doesn't have any issues or sauce. So you want to implement an electronic ticket solution from AssetWorks. What does that do for you long term? Sometimes, in the old paper ticket process, ticket details are given and then written down and then typed and then rewritten, possibly multiple times. This is where errors and omissions happen. A single point of data entry eliminates repetitive tasks. We have seen partners who once needed 4 dispatchers working at once reduced to 1 per shift with the same workload. How fast did they see an ROI? Productivity is key in this space, and why not have staff focus on other areas and not data entry? A ticket with an error or omission creates an invoice that gets returned, which in turn increases the billing cycle. What does this cost? Automated workflows will have a direct impact on all these areas in a positive way. Why are you in business? To generate revenue and to make money, of course. Implementing an electronic ticket solution from AssetWorks will help with seamless billing, and who doesn't want to get paid faster? Get your net 30 invoice out the same day the work is completed. And you can rest assured knowing that your invoice is accurate and on time. Having no more paper tickets to manage is a time saver. Administrative staff won't need to call an operator to confirm details of work done a week ago because his ticket that they got today has smudged ink, has mud, or Big Mac sauce on it. Well, it doesn't happen often. These tickets can also get misplaced, or worse, lost. Eliminate this concern with electronic tickets and improve your customer satisfaction. What about your drivers? We all know how much they love change. How does deploying an AssetWorks electronic ticket solution impact them? The goal is to make everyone's life a little easier, including the driver. Most drivers don't enjoy the administrative tasks, paperwork, that comes with driving commercially today. With direction from you, we make the driver's life easier with minimal data entry and simple to use, intuitive software. Drivers want to drive, and if they can get their work sent electronically to their phones, they're going to buy in. No pushback. Drivers don't want to manage paper either, so not having paper-based solutions benefits your drivers as well. Entering ticket details on a device with real-time communication will give them the confidence that the administrative aspect of their job is covered. Communication is key. We hear it all the time, and that is no different in your business. With AssetWorks electronic ticket solution, the team back at the office are considered as well. We learned that data entry and searching for tickets or trying to clarify details on a ticket is a significant time cost for business today. By removing paper processes and data entry with manual record keeping, you'll save countless hours. AssetWorks electronic ticket solution has checks and balances in place to ensure it gets done right the first time. AssetWorks electronic ticket solution that I've been discussing today is a module within our greater fleet management software we call Field Service Solutions. And also available in FSS are the following modules: GPS, a full maintenance solution, ELD and DVIR for electronic logs that is certified, daily vehicle inspection reports, lone worker, and we also have dash cam options. But these are future webinars. Are there any questions on the electronic ticket module of FSS?
Hey, thank you, Jason. We are now going to open up the floor for some questions. Just a reminder, if you have any questions at this time, please send them to host using the WebEx chat tool on your screen. Provided that we have enough time, I'll pass your question to Jason and I'll be happy to give you an answer. So to start, we have one for you, Jason. How much does it cost to have an e-ticket created?
I would put the question back and ask, what is the cost not to have an e-ticket created? It's worth noting the ROI is there in every implementation we do. That being said, AskWorks has a professional services team that meet with you to learn about your process from the phone ringing to depositing the check for a completed job or project. From there, they create a statement of work for your review before they start creating your electronic ticket. This work is billed at $220 per hour, and a typical electronic ticket creation and deployment can range from $5,000 to $10,000 in professional services fees.
Thank you. And how long does it take to create a ticket?
Good question. That's a loaded one because time, it depends on several factors. How many ongoing projects we currently are working on, how accessible key people are to work with as the e-ticket is developed. So on the client side, right, they're busy, they're doing work. How much time do they have to give us to help us create that ticket? How simple or complicated is the electronic ticket? Is there integration with ERP software or producer software or other third-party software? Once a project is started, implementation can take 4 to 6 weeks, but fleet size is also a factor as equipment may need to be installed. So simple answer on a smaller project, 4 to 6 weeks, 8 to 12 on a larger project. Again, there's a lot of factors to consider. And that's why we do the statement of work to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Thanks, Jason. Another one. Can it be integrated with a current dispatch software?
It would depend on the dispatch software. So yes, it can. The simple answer is yes. Some of those integrations have already been built. We have built with 4 different producers already integrated with their dispatching software. Each case is unique. So but yes, we can.
And a similar question, can it integrate with electronic FLHA assessments?
I'm going to have to table that one and get back to you.
All right, yes. For the individual who asked that question, if you, and for anyone else who may have any additional questions, you can see Jason's contact information is available here, and you can follow up with any more questions you have for him. I also like to thank you on behalf of AssetWorks once again for sharing your expertise with everyone today, Jason. And I hope you all have a great day, and we look forward to having you with us next time.
Thank you, Grace.